A warm welcome everyone, thank you for joining me once again. I don't know if you was looking at earlier stream when we looked at quite a few good games I should say. My favourite being Plunder. It's Nick here in the command here. Did I say that? It's been a long day, I'm forgetting stuff. Well, welcome anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Did a stream earlier on, looked at Plunder, Horace and the Robots and quite a few good games. This one is going to be a bonus one. Might go for an hour, might go for a bit longer if the support is there. But we picked out a few random stinkers. Good evening RSWPT. Hello Dave, hello Gumdio there. See you in the comment sections. We're going to pick out a few random stinkers. Should be going for at least an hour, as I say, maybe a bit longer. If there's a lot of people there and you want it, I'll be guided by you. But this is essentially a bonus video. Right, okay, so the first one I'm going to look at, these do stink. I mean, if we go for a lot of stinkers, I might have to chuck in Spy Hunter as well to get me through it. I think that's what we did in the last time we looked at stinkers. But the first one we're looking at is, it was a bit of an April Fool's joke, this by Your Sinclair. It's called Advanced Lawnmower Simulator, and this is the game probably we'll spend the least time on because there's not much to it. It was published in 1988, and the joke was this is a real game, but it wasn't really a proper game. So basically, it has got a sequel, this game, I think. So basically, you select what lawnmower you want. It's giving you a choice of 6 fantastic machines. So there's the Campari Grassmaster, the Daft Turf-O-Matic, the Acme Mega Cut 3000. Yeah, there's no Flymos here. The Acme Lawn Ace, Flymo Grass Chum, and Patio Sprintet, right? So first of all, you pick one. I'll pick number 1. Look, and for some reason, that lawnmower is broken. Now, I think you pretty much got the gist of what's going to happen here, don't you? You pretty much got the gist. Number 2, then, the Daft Turf-O-Matic, that lawnmower is broken. Yeah. Do you know what's going to happen for the rest of the lawnmowers? Bearing in mind this is April the 1st. Acme Mega Cut 3000. Oh my word, that lawnmower is broken. So any kid that bought this as a cover tape, which didn't have a sense of humour, they might have been quite annoyed that this wasn't a proper game. Acme Lawnmower Ace, no, that's broken. Now, believe me or not, there is a game beneath this, and it's the most awesomest game you've ever seen. Citation needed, it might not be. The Flymo Grass Chum, oh, that's broken, oh no. So what are the chances that the last lawnmower in the shop actually works? The Patio Sprintet, well, that works. That's good, isn't it? That's good. We've got a functional lawnmower, folks. So the day looks good, but it looks like all the controls is just M. M engages the motor, M disengages the motor. Press any key to start. So I hope you're sitting comfortably. People familiar with the most advanced PlayStation 4 games that have clicked on this in error might be a bit surprised what comes up. So let's press M. I bet the game doesn't. Oh, there we go. Right. So I'm that lawnmower down the bottom. Up the top there is an amazing house, and that big beach ball next to it is the sun, I suppose. Right? It might be a big hoop. Watch out of any dolphins through there. So basically, that's it. So you've got to mow the grass. Exciting, eh? Do you wish you had this one as a kid? As I say, it's got a sequel, which I think plays very similar. Like I'm going to pause it there. But you just mow the grass. As a kid, would you have played this for hours and hours and hours? There's no time limit. You know, you can do it in your own time, really. So it's basically just a cursor going across the screen. Hopefully your PC is managing to render this okay because of the sheer speed of the thing. But we're just mowing grass. And there's no stages on this. It's just one stage, and this is it really. Yeah. It's a game based in your life, is it, Julie? Well. I hope you've got a nice cyan house and a cyan sun next to it. Yeah. It's I think if we just say no, this game's better than if we just say Pet. I think Gumdio. So for all its faults. There we go, well mown. Well done, you've earned yourself a corned beef sandwich. So what about that then? I don't know where you get the corned beef sandwich from there, but yeah, corned beef sandwiches all round. So that's good then. It's a good day's work if you've owned a corned beef sandwich. And it does say something random each time you go round, but again, if you play again, the lawnmowers will always be broken. And it's only lawnmower Patio Sprintet is the only one that works. Fantastic. Julie, it is better than EastEnders. You're quite right there. So, you know, I told you that would be the shortest one. We're not going to spend a whole hour playing this game, and that's certainly for sure. So, now this game might be the best one we look at, believe it or not. So we're going to play a football game now. Yeah, there's lots and lots of terrible football games on the spectrum. This one I can't control for love nor money, so it might be me as a stickman not moving about much with the occasional beep. It's a game called World Cup Carnival, published by US Gold in 1986, and it isn't a carnival, that is for sure. Hello, Stephen. Yes, it's a bonus late night stream where we're looking at what are we looking at? We're looking at stinker games. Nick, get your brain get together again. It's falling apart. We just watched the amazing Lawnmower Simulator, and now it's time for a bit of World Cup Carnival. So this stream might be going for an hour, or it might be going for a bit longer, depending on how many people are watching and how many people can stand the thing. And but it's Mexico in 1986. So get into the World Cup sort of like atmosphere. The controls of this, let's look at the controls. Really awkward controls as well. A, S, 1 and Q. This is a disaster of a game, this was. A, S, 1 and Q, and V is shoot. But I don't know why I'm even looking at the keys, because this is absolutely terrible. F or chip, oatmeal is better than this game, so hang on to your oatmeal. Don't drop the oatmeal, because, this is going to stink badly, this game. Enter number of players. Well, 1, that's me. Yes. Right, now I can select whatever team I want. Let's pick Brazil, which I presume this game thinks is the best team. There's West Germany there, who don't exist anymore. Right, okay. So let's go there. Right, okay. So, Iraq versus Canada. That's the game you all want to be at. I'm playing Spain. How good were they in '86? Were they quite good? Now, I'll tell you something straight away. The gameplay will be even worse than normal here, because the controls are absolutely terrible. See if you can make out which one's me. Right, player 1 versus the computer. Right, here we go. We're running onto the pitch, a bit like Match Point. So I don't like Match Point. A lot of people do. They think it's the best football game there. But the start bit looks a bit like Match Point. So A, S, 1 and Q, and V to shoot. What a complicated setup. I'm the guys in the white, I think. There might be some colour clash going on. I'm the white team, I think. Right, here I go. Now I turn cyan. Now I've immediately lost the ball. My defence need to be behind the ball. I'm that cyan bloke going backward and forward. I don't know how you tackle. Tackle. I've got it, have I? Good. Shoot the thing. Just get rid of the ball. Oh, I've kicked it straight out of play. So this will be the best game you've ever seen. That's a complete and utter lie. Right, if match point was tennis, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, match point. I meant match day. Let me off. Match point's not a bad game. Match day. Right, so it's 1-0 to Spain, and 11 minutes has gone. I don't know how many players are on the pitch each time, but it's certainly not 11. This game, if you weren't here, I would have turned this off by now, because it's absolutely hopeless to control. Now, if you own, what's going on there? If you owned this game back in the day and you was good at it, let me know. Oh, it's just gonna be Spain scoring lots of goals, isn't it? Oh dear. Hi Torgo, nice to meet you. Speccy back in the day, apart from the classics, yeah, a lot of the games were pretty bad. Yeah, that's good going through the back catalogue. It makes a lot of the good ones really, really good. I mean, I don't know how they thought of these keyboard controls and you're not defining them. The keyboard controls on this one, right, are A and S to go left and right. The number 1 and Q to go up and down, and V to shoot. I mean, what kid's got time for that? You need the hands of an octopus. But the play's all going to be down one end of the thing. I'm not going to get anywhere near their goal. I'll tell you that for love nor money. And as we know, Spain always play in black, and Brazil always play in white. We know that, don't we? Yeah, that's good. The crowd are enjoying themselves though. That's the best bit of the game. They're jumping up and down like there's some massive rave going on. Oh man. Now I think I did like one of the Gary Lineker games. That was good. Goalkeeper disappeared. Well, I don't blame him. Whoa man. So I don't know how we're going to get on here, but the crowd are definitely the best bit of the game. My favourite crowd ever are on Daley Thompson Decathlon, where when they all applaud, they go shh like that. That was a special effect I've done. Right, if I can just get it and boot it up the field, I'll be pleased. What's that about? I've booted it out of play again. So it's 50 minutes, we're almost at half time, although it feels like already I've been playing this for 100 years. Goal kicks taken from the penalty spot. Well, Spain, it's Brazil 0, Spain 2. This could be the biggest thrashing of all time, unless I can weave it straight in the goal from the penalty spot. But yeah, it definitely needs QA and OP, right? Oh, it's half time, is it? And we just change ends. We don't even go out the tunnel. The crowd are still enjoying themselves a lot more than us. That is for sure. So after this one, we'll be looking at another stinker called 3D Pool. Yep, it's the 8-bit ZX Spectrum attempting to render a 3D pool game with the Spectrum's colours, but they go for monochrome. Yeah, monochrome in a pool game. That's useful. Useful. Right. Oh dear. So it says V shoot in the instructions, but it doesn't say anything about doesn't say anything that get that ball. About tackling. Is that going to go in? The goalkeeper? No. No. So we're going to see the other end of the pitch now. So I'm getting absolutely thrashed to pieces. Right. Can Nick get out of his defensive third? No, he can't. Unless they... What was that beep? Unless they pass something back. Right. Whoops. Well, I don't know what that's all about. A box has turned up on my screen because yes. That wasn't lag, folks. That was me pressing the wrong button. So you might have seen a box turn up there, or you might not have done. Brazil used to play in white in 1950. Well, thanks, Gumdio. You've got the knowledge. You've got the knowledge. And they changed to yellow. It's so iconic, isn't it, that yellow colour? Holland are playing in orange, and Brazil in that sort of like yellow colour. That's quite iconic. A lot of teams playing red, but no, you know. I so want to turn this off, you know. I so do. That crowd will look good in any other game. Mexico, 1986. How old was I? I was 12, but I can't remember the World Cup. Who won Mexico 86? Was that Italy? Did they? No, I don't think Italy ever won, did they? Or did they? My knowledge of football only extends really to the last World Cup. Yeah. World Cup Mexico virus. Could be. Right. That's going to go in, isn't it? No. Oh, man. It's just me falling over the keyboard with these ridiculous sort of things. But imagine this come out on the PlayStation 4 now. People will be up in arms. There'll be videos everywhere ripping it to shreds. But this was back in an era. Where there was nothing like that. You're just relying on magazines, and sometimes the magazines didn't always get it right, did they? There's an arrow on the screen. Let's move that up. But I hope that didn't ruin your total enjoyment of this wonderful game. Right. I bet that crowd's still going to be jumping up and down when the game's over, I think. Yeah. Maybe it's just after COVID and they've been allowed back in the stadium again. I won't even pretend I'm going to get hold of the ball in this one. Yeah, stickmen, you can't beat them. I think possibly they're all the stickmen from Berserk and they've just recently escaped. That's in. No, it's not in. Oh, man. Right, okay. I would throw it out the window, but I haven't got the strength. Right, 2 minutes to go. If I can get 1 minute to go. If I can get 4 goals in 1 minute, then we'll be there. What's going on there? Those guys are overlapping, and yeah. So it was Brazil 0 and Spain 3. Spain are victorious, and Brazil are out already. They get the boot, so we don't even get any league sort of thing. Iraq have beaten Canada 7-0. There's some results flying in. I hope we get to see the whole championship. So, yeah. So what's that then? So South Korea have beat Scotland 6-1. Is that what it means? Paraguay have beat Algeria 6-5. Spain have beat us 3-0, and Canada have beat Iraq 7-0. So they didn't. I think Neil, you've lost your money betting on Iraq there. They haven't done very well. There's the next round. These are all believable scores. So Paraguay have beaten South Korea 7-6. I'd like to watch those there. And Canada are doing well. So Canada have beaten Iraq 7-0, and now they've just beaten Spain 6-0. Who programmed this thing? Who programmed this thing? Have Canada ever been in the World Cup? Right, okay. Well, they must have been in Mexico. So this is the final which the makers of the game thought would be in the final. Paraguay and Canada. And the world champions are Paraguay, but it didn't tell us what the result was. what a what good can you say from this game? I mean, I couldn't control it at all. It was all over the place. And then it played out with some sort of rudimentary AI of the games. I wouldn't to use this as a betting simulator. And Paraguay beat Canada in the final, but it didn't even tell us what the result was. So I think that's enough of that game. Thank you very much. It's a game I won't be doing, because sometimes on the channel I revisit some. I haven't done it for a while, but I won't be doing a revisit of World Cup Carnival. I think it also might come out on the Commodore 64. If it did, it's probably just as well. But, you know, there are quite a lot of awful games if you want to track them down. So far, I think Advanced Lawnmower Simulator has definitely been the best one. Now, you're going to have to get your Spectrum eyes on in this game, and you'll soon find out. Because we're going to be playing 3D pool. It's pool in 3D. Right, okay, so there's all the people there. No good Nick, that's not me, that's someone else. ZXKM are the buttons. Now, sometimes I can't get these games to work. If this doesn't work, oh, there we go. So, input type keyboard, yes please. 1. Oh no, it's changing it. We want it on keyboard. Keyboard, right, keyboard, yep. Enter the tournament. What could possibly go wrong? Enter the tournament. Right, here we go. I've entered the tournament, and we go into press spacebar to start. Right, here we go. Oh man, now look at the mess there. Oh, you spent quite a time on this, did you? RSWPT. Well, you might have got a bit more fun out of it than me then. So we see it's impossible to aim this thing. So that's the cue ball there with a huge shadow. So we can do the table left. And we can do it right. Okay, so that's when we've got to try and work out the rudimentary aiming. And you can tilt the table like that, and you can tilt it back again, and you can also zoom in and out, right? Now, aiming on this is impossible. Look at all those balls down there. Some are stripes and some are filled in. And if you hit return twice, it does the shot. But I can't control the strength, I don't think. Oh, it's not. There we go. So there seems to be a strength bar, and that's my break. Who did all the shading around this thing? Now the computer's having a go. I can't make out the hell what's going on again. Although I can control the table while he's taking his shot. I mean, what is happening here? Is it my shot again? I don't know. Maybe I've just put it on accidentally on 2-player. Yeah, I think I might have put it on 2 players. It's not going to make a great difference to seeing how the game plays. Who's dizzy? Are you any free ball? Right, okay. I don't know why. I'm getting pretty dizzy already on this game. Right, MK. I think I've accidentally put it on 2 players rather than 1 player. Right, yeah. Well, this looks good to you, Dave. Well, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. The computer's thinking about it, so perhaps it is on 1 player. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, so people see different things. If you had this back in the day, you might have got a bit of fun from it. Right. But, you know, it's one of those things, if you just had a few games there, but... that is a good point, Stephen. It's having to calculate a lot of stuff, so let's give it its dues there. Now, that's the cue ball there, that one that's flashing. That's my ball. But how do I aim this thing? Let's tilt the table again. That's down like that. Right, okay. So I don't even know. Am I on stripes? Let's just boot the thing and hope for the best. Right, where's stuff going? It's like it's a load of mint humbugs or something. You know, like I don't know if you was into Star Trek: The Next Generation. Geordie LaForge. He wore this visor because he couldn't see properly. And this is the sort of thing. If the Sinclair ZX Spectrum did his visor, this would be the sort of stuff that he'd be seeing. Wonderful. A bit of a Star Trek reference there. Yeah. Right. He's thinking about something, it says up there. Now, this table's got no cushions by the looks of things. It's just got 6 abstract pockets. Brilliant. Oh dear, we've certainly seen the games, so it's certainly not something you'd want on a compilation, with World Cup Carnival, or indeed Advanced Lawnmower Simulator. But I think out of the 2, Advanced Lawnmower Simulator is still winning. Let's just see if I can pot a ball. You know, that one, I could pot that ball, couldn't I? There. Let's just get round the other side, if indeed we can. Right, let's pot something. Right, Right. There we go. I must be able to pot that, mustn't I? Right. Enter twice. In. Now, hopefully that was my ball. Was it my ball? It will say foul if it isn't, but I potted it. No, it didn't. Right, okay, so I've got one. I'm break building here. Let's see if we can pot that one. Don't say I'm going to end up liking this game. Right, okay, let's see if we can pot that one. Lame. It's in. Right, 2 balls in a row after I said it's impossible to aim stuff. And now there might be a shot to the centre. Okay, right, okay. Hello there, Bonehead. I'm playing Paul. And this game is a bit of a stinker, but I've managed to get 2 balls in a row. It's quite hard to aim this thing, but now I've always hated it, and now I'm disproving it now. Enter twice. 2 in a row. Look at that. 3 in a row, I mean. 3 in a row. Right, I could be in someone's garden. Right. I don't know that graphic program, Julie. VU3D. I feel like I should know it. If you want to see something positive about it, I suppose, as Stephen said, it is calculating a lot of stuff. It's just that the aiming mechanism is pretty tricky, isn't it? Although I've got 3 in a row. Like, if I can get a long shot like that, that'd be interesting, but I'm not sure I can do. Is that going to go in? Go in. That'll be the shot of the that is the shot of the championship. Now the live stream is not going to get any better than that. That was an awesome shot, but now I'm snookered. Oh no, how do I get out of a snooker? Right, okay. Let's change the angle a little bit. This is slightly getting less stinky for me now. Right, let's come off the cushion. Maybe I can get that. No, oh dear. Normal play resumes. Thanks, Elf Boy. Normal play resumes. He's got a free ball. I've got 2 stripes left, and now there's less balls on the table. I can sort of like make out more what's going on. He's got a free ball, and he's done a great shot there. Yeah, has a bit more thinking to do. Yeah, 3D engines. They're not. What other 3D engine games are there on the spectrum? I know there's Fairlight. I haven't looked at that, but it's different. Did he pop that? I've got the wrong angle on. Oh look, he's showing off now. He's coming back in. He's coming back into it with some skills. For the first time, I've seen the black ball on there. Yeah. Thanks, old boy. I like to hustle a bit. But it looks like the computer's now. Oh, he's missed that. Right. Okay. Right. Right. Let's line this up. Okay. Come on. Let's line. What does that look like? Right. Along the cushion. In. It's in. It's in. Let's get round that side of the table now. Oh, we can hardly see that one. I think we're just going to have to nudge the ball. Can we just see it? Oh, what's happened there? I think I've changed the angle somehow. Oops. That's... I think... Oh, man. I think I hit a shortcut and turned it completely the wrong way and kicked the wrong ball. There we go. Well done, Nick. Driller, is that one for me to look at? I'll keep an eye on it. That one comes up every now and again, really. Yeah. Yeah, 3D Star Strike. I need to... That's overdue. Hopefully I can maybe cover that on a Monday, perhaps. Next Monday when we look at it. The next ZX Spectrum live stream is going to be, well, a single game. Stunt Car Racer on Thursday. Looked at it last week. I did quite well. We're going to continue from that as a sort of like series to see if I can actually win it. Right, Castle Master. Right, I'm making a mental note of all these. So I've got, what have I got? I've got 1 ball left and he's got 2. And then it's whoever wins the black ball wins. It could be quite tight, this one. Right. Oh, he's pulling off some great shots like nobody's business now. It was quite bad, first of all. I wish he'd changed the angle of the screen, though. Right. My favourite stunt car race. That's the best racing game for me on the ZX Spectrum. Got some real good skill. A real good skill. Right. Okay. Right. Now I did put this in the stinker section, but now I've got a bit better at it. I don't think it stinks quite as much. I'm starting to get used to it. It's good when a game warms to you. But I think what I didn't like before is I didn't know the actual strength that I can do on the thing. Like, I want to... Oh no! If I was in the snooker hall, I would just pool hall. I would just boot that, and it would just go across the table 6 or 7 times and fluke into the table. Well, I can't really do that one now. Oh, 3D Death Chase. That's great, Neil. I did look at that before. So there's lots of 3D games there, isn't there? Death Chase was quite an early one. Quite an early one. Yeah, I like to play that game whenever I can do. Right, so can I get this back? Can I get this back? Oh, right. I might be able to get it back, actually. I might be able to get it back. So I only need to get this and the black ball. Let's line this up. Line this up. Don't do anything. That's about right, isn't it? It goes. Oh, he's missed it. It was right over. It was right over the pocket. It was right over the pocket. Right. Yeah, I like 3D Death Chase. It's you got to remember it's quite an early game, and it was right at the right time, wasn't it? Really, it reminded kids of those speeder bikes in the indoor forest. Hard luck, player one. Well, I did better. I did better than I think it would do. But you know, it's what games you grew up with, what you like and what you don't like. Some people don't like the sounds of Death Chase, but you get used to it after a while. And the trees do get quite mightily close together by about stage 4 and stage 5. But it's not one quite I'd like to do in a stinker thing. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at Renegade. Now, the only reason Renegade 3 is in this stinker is because the first 2 games were particularly good. There's Renegade 1 and there's Target Renegade, or Renegade 2 if you want to call it that. And they were all just gang fighting, a bit like, I suppose, gang fighting like Double Dragon. And then for some reason, they decided to do Renegade 3, the final chapter. And this time you were doing hand-to-hand combat against dinosaurs, which made no sense at all. It made make of no sense, and the gameplay was lost as well. It didn't really play that good, so I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stand in here. So Renegade 1 and 2 were great. Renegade 3, not particularly. Here he is fighting a mummy. So you go through different areas. There's dinosaurs and there's Egyptians and all different things there. Mercenary, yeah, I could have a look at that at some point. Yeah, 37 viewers. Well, that's more than early on. Looking at this one, there was a live stream early on, but if the amount of people are there, I'll go on a bit longer. This was supposed to be for an hour or so, but if there's a lot of people here, I'll go there. Hi Ast, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Renegade 3 is going to be good, as in bad. Yeah, well, you know, define keys will do so. Actually. No, I won't put a poke on just yet. I have got a poke for infinite lives and energy, but I'm not going to get past level 1. That is for sure. Right, it's got good music. It's got good music. I have to say that. So first of all, if you was a fan of Renegade 1 and 2, just bought this as a kid, you'll be listening to this thinking, yeah, I'm in for some great times as we enter the prehistoric zone. Talk properly, Nicky. I will do. Right, here we go. Right, so it doesn't look too right now. Why would you do hand-to-hand combat with a Diplodocus and cavemen? I think the idea is in this one you've travelled through time. As we go up there, up. Look at this jump as well. Whee, that's super stupid. Take that bird out. I mean, I'm hating it already. What's this guy doing? He's just come out and thrown a big rock, but we're not down there anyway. Groovy, baby. Look, and this as well. It doesn't scroll. It just. If I go backward and forth there, yeah, that's confusing. My brain is hurting. Check out that jumping in his jeans. He's wearing glasses though, so I think you might agree, you might not do, but this is the worst one of the 3. Duck and cover. Right, I can't jump over the spikes. I need to get there. Right. Can I get off level 1 without cheating? Well, it's dubious. We've got 3 lives left. Kicks and jumps. I don't even know if I can jump over that bit. Oh, I've died. I got hit by a guy throwing a big rock. Jump. No, I've landed on spikes. Why did I land on spikes? I don't know. Get over the top. There, he's done it. Take that, dinosaur. If you've ever been in a hand-to-hand fight with a dinosaur, let me know. How did that work out? Was it a T-Rex or a Dominus Rex? I mean, if a T-Rex was the same size as me with his little arms, I'd be quite confident in being able to take him there because his reach wouldn't be particularly good. But a full-size T-Rex, a little bit trickier. And also, I don't think I'm in the same weight category. I don't think I could make the weight. Yeah, that's a good observation, Julie. Prehistoric street hassle. This guy isn't in his pants, but he might as well be. Oh no. Look, come on, why are cavemen fighting me? There's another bunch there. These fellas, I can tell you already, I'm not going to get off stage 1. We'll have another go with a poke on it. It's a bad game, but it could have been worse. But it's only stinking because the expectation would have been so high in playing the first 2 games. I mean, I would have been disappointed, really. I would have started playing Jack and the Speedstalk. No, it wasn't that bad. Right, take that to the face, dinosaur. You don't see this in the Flintstones. I think that might be my last life, is it? No, we've got one life left, for any good that's going to do. It's not a great range of moves. I don't really feel fully in control of the thing. It always seems like there's too many people fighting you for what needs to be done. I mean, Golden Axe had that sort of like problem, but this is worse. You never had 4 people fighting you. They're all crowding around. Normally it's 1 each side here. And these are a bit like Captain Caveman, do you? Nick, do you remember playing Street Hassle? I've tried to blank it from my memory a little bit. We played it in a live stream as well, and also it did come out on the Commodore Amiga. We will be looking at the Commodore Amiga at some point in the future. Don't know when, but it'll be at some point in the future. Certainly not in the past. I would have remembered it, but yeah. Andy Warhol. It's fighting Andy Warhol all the time. Game over, right, okay. We won't leave it like that. It might pause for a moment while I'm going to put in a poke because, well, I'm glutton for punishment here. Why am I putting in a poke? Because I want to get off the first stage, that's why. I don't know if these pokes work because I didn't envisage me staying this long on this game. I was going to race all the way through, right. Okay, so that's 1 poke. I think I need 2 to go in. The do-do-do song, right, okay, add there, right. Some people like looking at stinker games more than the good games. You might be one of those people. So, yes, here we go. It's good to watch them, we're not particularly good to buy them. Let's get that arrow off the screen again. Right, so this poke might work, it might not. We'll soon find out. Prehistoric zone. That wasn't a zone in the Crystal Maze, was it? That is definitely for sure. Definitely for sure. Okay. Right. Hopefully the Ko-Fi button's working now. I know a couple of you sent me a coffee on that. It's a bit early on today, which helps keep the channel running. And a few other people use the super chats, which is like a way of donating money to live streamers and such. To if you like what they're doing, keeps them going. So thank you for doing that. Right. Oh man, look, Nick. Hey, I don't know if my strength's going down or not. My mental capacity is going down, that's for sure. Right. Spacebar and jump. You have to jump pixel perfect without the cheat on it. This is very, very bad news. Kick, jump, kick, jump. If you are a time traveller, then comment in the chat what's going to happen tomorrow. In particular, all the horse racing results, because horse racing is back on now. Right, so past that. Now that ditch below, you can't jump over that, so you have to go up one. Oh, how do I go? That's it, I go down like that. Sometimes it doesn't do it really. Yeah, this game is better once you... No, it isn't better once you get out of prehistoric zone. It stays pretty much the same. The fighting is the same sort of thing, except the graphics are different. That's the only thing. So that's the only thing that would have kept a kid going. I can't immediately remember any of the other zones. There's Egyptian zone. What other ones are there? Boy zone. No, you don't get to fight them. Right, I think I would have been dead by now, would I? So I think it must be working. And here come the crazy gang. Here come the gazy gang. There. Right, okay. Star Glider 1's also amazing. Right, I need to make a note of these at the same time. Now, there might be a few people out there that like Renegade 3. The music isn't bad, is it? Oh, I can do it. This stretch jump seems to be working. That seems to be the thing to do. Good. Now, I've been meaning to... It's a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. I've been meaning to review at some point in the live stream Yi Ya Kung Fu. A lot of people don't rate that game too much, prefer Way of the Exploding Fist, but because I had it back in the day, I liked it. And I did start using one move the whole time, so it was a little bit boring. But anyway, Yi Ya Kung Fu 2 wasn't quite as good, but yeah, I do need to come to that. But no doubt, because we're doing a lot of these live streams, no doubt I would have covered every ZX Spectrum game we've reviewed properly in the live stream. Kill the dodo. Well, you know, when did the dodo go extinct? That was quite recently, wasn't it? Right, one left. It might be the flump. Well, these might be the flumps, if you remember those. It's not quite as good as Streets of Rage, is it? I don't think... Oh, look at that. Why? Throw me a bone. I've already beaten these people once. Oh, man. Now, you know, to have completed this game back in the day, you need a lot of patience. Because a lot of the time you would have died here. Time seems to be running out, well, slowly. Like we're in some crazy black hole or something. Yeah. I don't think there's a 2-player version on this. Open the door, get up in a minute. But there we go. What could be better than saying that the reason I'm tired today is I was watching some hoodlum on YouTube. I was watching him play this great game. It was a game called Renegade 3. Have you heard of it? Right. I won't be fighting these guys forever. If they get another load of mates turn up again, I won't be playing it too long. Come on, you hoodlums. Not you lot. These 2 flumps here. Suppose you can't call them flumps anymore. That's like a PC or something. I get into terrible trouble. Oh right, okay, right. So it's loaded up a bit more of it. Let's see if we can skip past this. So up here, we've got to jump over some spikes. I don't think we've got to shoot all those people, have we? He's done it. He's done it again. I just want to get off the level now to tell you, well, so you can see for yourself if the other levels are better than this level. But I don't think they are. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, please like the live stream. That'll be quite handy. That'll be quite handy if you do so. I forget to say these sorts of things. Good. It's just because some people make their whole judgment based on those really. But any activity is generally good to show some activity. But likes are particularly good. Right. Nick should do a classic 3D Speccy night. No death chase though. I try and mix the games around a little bit, not do all the same thing. But I can certainly do like a few games with a space or maybe a half and half. As I say, I want to look at the... Am I going to do it? No, I just about did it. What was that dinosaur? What was that scene in Jurassic Park where someone did hand-to-hand combat with a dinosaur? I think they're running out of ideas now, aren't they? In Jurassic Park or Jurassic World now, as it's called. So they might have hand-to-hand combat there. Good. So thank you for those people that become members. I can see you there in the stream because you've got like a greenish graphic, green circle with a like stylized S going through. So thank you for lending your support there. It's helping the channel go, so thank you there. If you want to find out anyone else what being a member's like, if you click on the join button, there's a short video which tells you a little bit about it. And it starts off quite cheaply for $1.99, and for that you get members perks, and you see what videos are going up next week. And out of time, so even the cheat didn't help me. So we didn't get to see the second level, but rest assured, it doesn't get much better than that for sure. Oh man, what can you do? What can you do there? So out of time, out of whatever. Right, please put likes on the live stream. That would help. Now, if anyone's watching this after it's been archived, please try and, well, if you can do, try and get to some of the live streams. That'll be good. But if you're watching it archived, that's good as well. So, yes, good. It's all about to do how I continue. It's all about how popular the live streams are compared to the regular stuff, how much is coming in the super chats, which is good as well. So I look at all this stuff to see what's most popular. Also, I want to do what I'm liking as well, and I do like doing these. We move there, so it's a lot of things. A lot of things come together, like that song, "Come Together Right Now," something. Right. So we'll look at what can we look at? Let's look at Mola Mall. It's like a semi-stinker, this one. It's just because the idea is so ridiculous. There was a game called Battle of the Toothpaste Tubes, and this is pretty toothpaste, but you have to try and clean someone's decaying teeth. Also, as well, the controls are a bit awkward on this. Also, maybe I can get joystick to work on this one. Perhaps that might be a bit easier. Now, this is the stinky bit. This is an intro of terrible sound. You might want to cover your ears a bit to this animate. Who thought of this bit? I do not know. Yeah. Oh man, it's still going on. I feel like a worm's tunnelling in through my skull. Yeah, exactly, Neil. Please be over soon. Please be over soon. I mean, out of all the music they could have done, it's like some Hoover has gone sort of like mad. Oh, right. That's not going to happen again. So you'll never have to listen to that ever again. Mola Mall by John Gibson. What were they thinking there? I don't know what they was thinking there. Right, J for joystick. Let's see. My joystick I don't think's that clever, but I'll see if it works on this because my toothbrush might not be working here. There's a mouth. Open wide, please. Right, just the joystick work. If not, Well, I'll say I reload it, but I won't. So there we go. So there is my toothbrush. You get a bit of toothpaste like that. Well, I think like that. It's supposed to give you toothpaste. There it goes, toothpaste. And then we go and clean that tooth. There we go. And we've got to prevent all the teeth from decaying, right? I think the toothpaste's good for just one tooth on its own. You've got to line up there. You might be able to hear the joystick going now. There's a blue. So this is blue. What a stinker this is as well. So if you're good, if you're into teeth, then this is one for you. I don't know how many kids would have played this and turned into a dentist at any point, but as I say, you might be able to hear the joystick clicking away, which that's why I do keyboard, to try and limit that. So if you had this one back in the day, let me know. It's a very educational game. Yeah, it is very educational. So you could train. I don't know how long it takes to be a dentist. You could train a lot of years, or you could just play this. Now, this person has got the most oddest mouth in the world. I don't know why they got to chew with toothpaste in their mouth as well, but it's quite handy for this. When things are flashing, things are going critical. If the teeth goes black, then that loses it. And then if you lose all your teeth, it is a very small toothbrush. It's ridiculous. It's a travel toothbrush. If you lose all your teeth, it's the end of the game. If you make the teeth white, that helps a little bit. Right. Okay. That stuff in the middle is supposed to be bacteria, I think, floating around. I think it's not going to kill us anyway. So that tooth's gone black, so that's lost. And I think we have to survive a certain amount of time. There. You see the decay level up the top there. If that gets to a certain level, we're out, and that's essentially the whole game. Yeah. I don't know how many teeth games there are. The toothpaste games is Battle of the Toothpaste Tubes, and this one that I'm aware of, it's Mola Mall, not to get confused with Darth Maul, of course. That's probably where they got the idea from. Yeah. I need talking about Darth Maul, I think I need a double-edged, like he had a double-edged lightsaber, I need a double-edged toothbrush. Yeah. Now, don't have nightmares. I survived that level, did I? Or did a tooth just die? I don't know. So, you know, the thing that kids didn't like back in the day was trips to the dentist, right? So why would you produce a game that highlights that? This is by Imagine Software in 1983. 3D Pool was by Firebird Software in 1989. Renegade was by Imagine as well in 1989. I normally say as we're playing them, but I just got carried away with the awesomeness of the game. Now, to do a live stream, get out of the way of this thing. I want toothpaste. It's not giving me toothpaste. Now, look, it's giving me some now. A bit too late. This person's poor mouth. I don't know what they've been eating, but they probably be... Oh yeah, it does count, I suppose. 73 UG, yeah. We did play fast food on the Atari 2600. Yeah, that was quite good fun, isn't it? Yeah, good stuff. If 2020 was a video game, yeah, it wouldn't be far off this, would it? COVID. It's just been announced. If you want to go in supermarkets, I think it's from the 24th of July in the UK, you've got to wear a mask now. And if you're not wearing a mask, they're going to fine you £100. But I don't know how that would work. I mean, people are just gonna run off, aren't they? They would just. How would you fine someone £100? It's not like if you're speeding in your car, a camera records your number plate, and then you get a letter through the post. How are they going to do it if they see you without a mask in the supermarket? I'm not sure. I'm sure they thought it all through. It's not like the government doing something without thinking things through, is it? No, certainly not. Toothpaste, please. Toothpaste. Oh man. Good. So the channel was really made to try and ease stress. So if you've got stress, hopefully it's easing it a little bit. If you're having no stress, well done you. Fantastic. We all need to know your secrets. But thank you. Hurrah. Right, how many of these teeth have gone rotten? 3 teeth are rotten. I don't think this is a very accurate representation of someone's mouth. There's no incisors, is there? Or molars, or certainly no wisdom teeth. Do. Yeah. It could be Pac-Man's mouth. That is good. That is very good observation. It's Pac-Man's mouth, and that's the reason why there's so much decay, because all the junk food he eats. Right, that's it then. That's what it is. I never thought of that before, but that's the observation of the week. Moonwalking. I do like a bit of moonwalking. I can moonwalk as well. I love a bit of moonwalking. Actually, to be honest with you, moonwalking is a lot easier than it looks once you get the knack of it. So I could teach you how to moonwalk. If you was with me in the room for, I don't know, about 10 minutes, I could teach you how to moonwalk, and then it's basically a movement which you just have to go over and again and perfect. But it's a lot easier than it looks. A lot easier than it looks. Do 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 do. You'll be moonwalking everywhere. Moonwalking to work and all that sort of stuff. Right. Perhaps I should have been a dance instructor. I would have been good as one of those, or a choreographer. But I'm pretty good as a live streamer, so I didn't do those. Instead, we're playing a dentist game, Molar Mall, on the ZX Spectrum. I don't regret my life choices. Here I am. Here we are now. Entertain us. War is stupid. Something something. Nirvana. Right, let's clean that tooth. So I've got one tooth, okay. If I was a dentist and they come in and said, look, we've managed to rescue one tooth, is that okay? The bill for that is £500. Yeah, alright. Dentists can charge what they want, can't they? I don't know why being a dentist is so expensive. There. Right. Can I get off the next level? Clean the tooth. This person should really invest in an electric toothbrush, I think. Now again, like the 3D pool game, although I called this a stinker, it is slowly growing on me now. It's slowly growing on me. Yeah, 230. That was a Tommy Cooper joke, wasn't it? That 230 joke. I think it was. I'm not sure. I love Tommy Cooper. Yeah. What was that joke he did? I backed a horse at 10 to 1. It come in at 2:30. Excellent. I love jokes like that. Keep them coming. Right. Right. So how's the decay going? We've got well, I don't know why the bacteria's rested on that tooth there. Oops. We lost a number of teeth. Oh dear, that might be bad. Okay. This Pac-Man, I don't think it's going to be. I think he's going to be eating soup for a little while because we can't save these teeth. He definitely needs to get on the soup. Tommy Cooper died on stage. He did, but everyone thought it was a part of the act and were laughing. But anyway, I don't think. Funny enough, I don't think he'd be too disappointed with that. He would have found it quite funny. Oh come on, Nick! Come on, clean the teeth. Oh, I've run out of toothpaste. This tube of toothpaste, it's quite a lot of toothpaste you get in one tube. It's almost as if it's infinite. Yeah, a Tommy Cooper Spectrum game would have been great. They did a Benny Hill one, didn't they, really? But you couldn't do a Benny Hill game now because times have changed. You can't say anything about anyone without causing any sort of like offence. Right, okay. So how long have we been playing this game? Feels like we've been playing it way too long. Yeah, right, clean that there. There's a couple of teeth flashing. I need the toothpaste tube, thank you. A Magico toothpaste. Right, what we're doing, let's tap these blue ones. Right, so that's totally clean. That's good, Dazzy. Hurts when I do this. Well, don't do that again. It's like those other jokes, isn't it, really? I broke my arm in 3 places. I never go into those 3 places again. Brilliant. You can't beat stuff like that. Comedy's moved on. It's gone somewhere else. It's all observational humour, isn't it, really? I like the stupidness of it. I like dry humour as well. But anything ridiculously stupid, I'm probably a fan of. There's an arrow on the screen again. Yeah, press any key to begin. Well, I think we've seen as much as we want to see of Molar Mall, not to get confused with Darth Maul. So if you want to track that one down, do so, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's funny, but if you're a dentist out there and complain that there's not enough teeth games, there's Fast Food, as was mentioned in the section there on the Atari 2600, the mighty Battle of the Toothpaste Tubes on the Spectrum, and here we got Molar Mall by Imagine in 1983. Okay, now we've played so far 4 really, well, not really bad, but they're pretty stinker games. So I think we need to break this up for at least 5 minutes or so, and then I'll play another stinker. So we will have a quick go of Spy Hunter. Yes, I know, that's the foil. That's the foil to get us through. I won't be playing it for a long time. It's just to reset our brain and try and get rid of the horror of what we've just seen, and then we can get back into the game. But having said that, I don't think I can remember what the controls of Spy Hunter are. So, This isn't a stinker game. If you just oh, Toothy, that's a good one. Anyway, if you just tuned in and think this is a stinker stream, this isn't a stinker. This is just to get us through the next few games. Right, let's do this. I'll probably play one game. I won't be on here for a quarter of an hour or anything. I'll just do one game through here, and then we'll get back into Stink City. Right? Right. Okay. Off we go. Oops. Right. Actually, I'm going to have to reset this because I've just remembered that if you set fire button as the same as pause button, it all goes a bit wrong. Well done, Nick. You're like some kind of professional. I did play this on a bad stream as well. You're right, 73G, but you know, it's just breaking it up a little bit. It's just breaking it up a little bit, I would say. But we'll only play one game of it, and then we'll get back out again. Right, O P Q A. Fire's got to be M. I think I made the same mistake last time, you know. And we'll go on to novice. So just one go. If I explode straight away, well, you know, that'll be it. Right, okay. But I do like Spy Hunter. It's one of my go-to games. It's one of my favourite ones. It was either doing this as a foil or a quick bit of Jet Set Willy or Batty, something like that. But it's a very calming game. I recently reviewed 911TS on the ZX Spectrum, and one could think that it looked a bit like this from the screenshots, but it was nothing like this whatsoever. It was quite disappointing, really, quite disappointing. I never got to play this in the arcades, unfortunately, but the best way to play this is just steam all the way through. All the way through. Okay, thank you. So yeah, if you're watching this, please thumb it up if you haven't done already, or consider subscribing if you're on there on the channel. There's a bell notification, which I'm not sure it always works, but apparently if you click on that bell, whenever I put a video up, it will send you a notification. But if you follow me on Twitter, I tend to put the links up there anyway as well. So there we go. So there's lots of options there. And a bit later in the day, I put it up on Ko-Fi too. So it's all about spreading the word. It's tough to grow the channel because the competition is so massive. But if you think I'm doing okay, please consider spreading the word there and you know, help me grow, because you know, I think I've got the energy to make it grow. Certainly putting out a lot of output. And yeah, we're doing about 7 years or so, but boom, as I destroy my own support vehicle. Well done, Nick. Don't destroy your own support vehicle. That's a tip for you. Okay, now, Spy Hunter did come out on the Commodore 64 as well. Oh, I've frozen it, haven't I? Right, okay. It did come out on the Commodore 64 as well, but I'm not sure how good it was. On the Game Boy Advance, it wasn't particularly good. So how you doing? Have you gotten over all those stinker games yet? Are you ready to dive into another stinker, or do we want to see a little bit more of this play out? I know I haven't died yet, but this is just to act as a bit of a foil. Get in the car. Get in the car? He's not going to let me get in the car, is he? I've got in the car, but he's not giving me any. He's not giving me any power-ups. Give me the power-ups. On the NES, it's a solid game. Yeah, NES. It's another one that I might try and get a look at now. If you haven't seen any of the other streams, I did sort of like, I'd like to, that on tomorrow we're going to have a go. It might be about 8 o'clock. We're going to have a go at trying to do a test Commodore 64 stream, probably be just for an hour. I did have some problems in testing before, but I think I've got over that with some certain games, so see how that plays. Yeah, so it'll be like testing the sound levels, the graphics to see is it actually doable, and if it is doable, maybe on Wednesday in future or a weekend, I don't know. We'll do it. We'll turn it into a 2-hour stream, a bit like the ZX Spectrum stuff. Hooray! Now that game that was mentioned, SQUI or something like that. I haven't reviewed that as of yet, but I have got that downloaded, I think. So potentially I can look at that in the future. There we go. So it's some games you just seem to be okay at if you played it a lot as a kid. If you've seen it for the first time as an adult, I mean, I'm lasting a lot longer on this than I thought I was going to. I thought it was just going to be a quick go and I was going to die really quick. Right, okay. Oh, you're off work tomorrow night as well. Great, Dave. Yeah, we're going to aim at 8 o'clock, hopefully. Internet being well. So I think I've got it. Just trying to think what games we're going to be looking at. I might look at Manic Miner. Yeah, there's a few other ones. I did say the other day, but I couldn't fully remember. Oh dear, I should have turned into the boat there. I should have turned into the boat. If in doubt, turn into a boat. Yeah. Is that right, Neil? Is that right? If I was doing NES videos, I was in the States. I could do NES videos, but would I have to? What time? Because they're in the States, they're about 7 or 8 hours behind, aren't they? Or in front? Are they behind? They're behind. So I'd have to do it about 4 o'clock in the morning or something, and maybe put on an American accent, or maybe they might like the English accent. So that was a bit of a foil. What's the time? We was going to only go for an hour, but there seems to be quite a few of you in there, so we'll go a bit. We'll go a bit longer. Why not? Hey, you only live once, and well, unless you're a Buddhist, then you come back as something else. But if I get reincarnated as a camel or something, I'm not really going to get the chance to play any gaming and not actually remember anything. So we're going to be looking at a racer called International Speedway. You might have known this back in the day. You might have just blanked it from your memory. This one's called Silverbird Software, and it seems that you're a bit of a bystander in this game, whether you do good or not. But you know, there might be a bit that I'm missing. Quite often there is. I just need to find where I put it now. International Speedway, there it is. Click on that. Right, okay. Oops, I didn't remember that bit before. It's doing a bit of loading. Cover your eyes. Right, it's loaded. The music's good. Great music. Let's pick our control. So, as a kid loading this for the first time, you'd hear this music and think, yeah, this sounds pretty good. I can't wait to play this racer. Redefine keys. Yes, I will do. So, you're on a motorbike on a speedway. So lean left. Oh, I don't want I. Oh, anyway, we'll do I and O instead. Lean right O. Accelerate. It's not letting me do Q. Anyway, W. They're an odd set of controls. Right, don't forget those, Nick. I, O and W, that is most weird. Right, you start off with novice. Enter your name, I can do that. Nick, right. I, O and W, that's nationality. I mean, all this doesn't make any difference. Yeah, no brakes. There we go. It's not, you can try, this bit is absolutely pointless. It's absolutely pointless. There. That fence, I mean, what was the point? What was the point of that? Right, okay, so line up for race 2. We've got Nick, Jim Baker, Steve Ryder and Max Walker. Right, no brakes on Speedway. Full start, right, I've hit the accelerate beforehand. So we're going round in that oval. I'm the one in white. Off we go. Now, I think you can see what's wrong with this game already. I've got accelerate. Who knows if I'm going to overtake these people or not. I haven't taken my finger off the accelerate button as of yet. It seems to be quite random whether they're pulling alongside me. If I go on the inside, that seems to make no difference. There we go. And if I get hit by another bike, I lose all my speed. So the music was promising. The game, I mean, it animates quite well, but what the hell's going on? I don't feel in control of this thing whatsoever. Right. Anyway, I come first. Don't know how many laps we did, but I won the race. The best bit of this game is the tune. So listen to the tune, not the game, not so much. So here's the league status. Nick has 3 points. Why has Jim Baker got 3 points? He didn't win. Why has Max Walker got 3 points? He didn't win either. Anyway, I seem to be in track 2 now. Race 3. Race 3? Where was the other race? Oh, I full started again. It did end abruptly. So look at the map below. One of those dots is me. I can't tell you which one because it's not a different colour. Anyway, right. I think our position. This is lap 1. It says on the well, we're on lap 2 now. On the right there, in that yellow number on a red background. I can't emphasise enough. I don't feel in control of this game whatsoever. It seems to be random how far you get. I'm just on the accelerator and nothing else, and I've won again. So this is International Speedway by Silverbird Software in 1988. So it was nearing the end of the ZX Spectrum's run, really commercially, but it had another few years left, at least 2 years before it was really in the danger zone. But you know, every stage is exactly the same. Where was the incentive to keep playing this as a kid? I don't know. I mean, we looked at it's not a bike game, but we looked at Test Drive 2 the other day, and the ZX Spectrum was struggling with that one, but I liked it. Other bike games I would have preferred to this, as I got hit to a standstill there. Other games I prefer to this, Super Hang-On, they're my go-to ones. Some people like Kickstart, but I prefer Super Hang-On. And Enduro Racer, they're my two biker games. This, I don't know what's going on. There's two guys basically on the same bit of tarmac. They could almost be on a tandem. Yeah, terrible game for 1988. You're quite right, Thomas. I agree with you. But I always try and find the positives on this. The animation looks good, but the gameplay is not brilliant. Yes. Right, so how are we doing in the league? I come third there. So we're winning the... This never happens. I'm winning the league. It's the national qualifying round. And no doubt, if you do well on this, well, you get a lollipop, maybe. Race 5. But every race is exactly this. Oh, look, don't hit the accelerator too early. You don't get penalised for false starts, I don't think. Right. So I'm on the outside. They've whizzed off really quick this time. I don't think it makes a great bit of difference whether you're on the inside or the outside, depending on how quickly you go round the corner. Maybe it does, who knows. But when I've done it in practice, it doesn't seem to make a blind bit of difference. And now they've come back me. But when they bump into you, that's the thing that does make a difference. But it's no enduro racer, is it? I mean, you're always seeing one bit of the track. It's always the same oval. There's never any variety with the track. So essentially, you're just looking at the same animation each time. And now I know which one I am on the track. I'm that one that's miles behind the other ones. The first time I knew it. So I'm going to come fourth place unless I can take all these on the inside somehow, which I don't think I can. Yeah, there we go, fourth place. So it's all starting to go a little bit wrong. It's going a little bit wrong. Speedway is always an oval. You're quite right. So, you know, your riding skills require some polishing if you are to be the world's #1. Practice makes perfect. Well, I don't think you'll find many kids that would have practiced this over and over. There's a professional mode if you want it. But you know, why would you want it? We'll just have a quick last go on it then, see if it grows on us. It's not remembering my name from before, so let's just type anything. Or my nationality is that, my continent is that. I mean, those bits are just getting in the way of playing the game, aren't they? They're just getting in the way of playing the game, those bits. We're off, sort of. Yeah. So you know. If you had this back in the day as a kid, I think you might have played it first of all, trying to convince yourself it was better than it really was, and then never played it again. A similar game which could have made the stinker stream, which I haven't prepared, is Days of Thunder. That's got a similar thing of not really, if I'm remembering it correctly, a similar way of not being confident of what you're doing. I think stinker boxing game would be funny. There's no boxing games yet I had to cover, but Frank Bruno. I mean, it is subjective, isn't it? I didn't like the Frank Bruno game because that was trying to be Punch-Out, but I don't think worked quite well. That could have stunk, but some people like that game. I quite like the Barry McGuigan game. Right, www. Stinker Boxing, if it was called Stinker Boxing. Yeah, Days of Thunder does run particularly slow. I first played it on the Commodore Amiga, and it was ridiculously slow on that one. Spectrum, it shouldn't have really been doing. They shouldn't really attempted to do it on that one. Knight Rider is a stinker game. You're racing on a yellow brick road on that one. Ideally it's for 2 players. I don't think they even include the music on that, do they? Don't even include the music on that one. Dun 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 dun. Right. So what's going on the channel tomorrow? Well, there's a homebrew game going up because it's really like the homebrew Wednesday. I think that's going up about 7 o'clock. At 8 o'clock we're going to do the Commodore 64 1-hour test live stream, so if you're about there, please lend your support for that one. That'll be super duper party pooper. And then Thursday it's a SNES or a Nintendo 64 game. I've already recorded it, for some reason I can't remember what it was. Right. Stuart Clegg says, "Hi Nick, how's the streaming going recently? Missed the last few." It's not going too bad, Stuart. It's going quite well. It's a bit up and down, really. It's all about trying to entertain people and keep people entertained as much as I possibly can, and also looking at how well each of the ones do in a number of things. Because the better they do, the more I keep going. If they're not very good, then of course, then I do more recorded stuff instead. But you know, they're going quite well. The stream earlier on got quite a lot of support compared to this one, which was quite good. So this is just a bonus stream, really, looking at our few stinkers. So I hope you had a good day, Stuart. Thank you for being a member. There I see the logo next to your good old name there. Fantastico. But oh yeah, as you're a member, you know what video's going up tomorrow and the next day as well. Knight Rider is almost a good game. Well, yeah, I suppose so. Rocky or Rocco? Yeah, I remember that. I reviewed that, but I can't quite remember it properly. Yeah, they also like blend into one after a while, unless it's got some slight resonance with you. Right. And we're off. We're off and running. We're off and running. Right, okay. On the stream early on, I don't think the Ko-Fi graphic was displaying properly, but I think it's displaying now, so maybe they were doing some maintenance on the thing. Right. Let's get round here. Yeah. This game isn't growing on me. I've been playing it a bit too longer than I thought I was going to play it. But hopefully I'm showing you a few games you might not have considered before. On the first Stinker stream a couple of weeks ago now, we had a couple of looks at Jack and the Beanstalk, and I sort of like said it's my worst game ever. But you know, the more of these I look at, I think, oh my word, yeah. Right, that's quite right, Raymond. In the real speedway, you have to use the bank to keep your speed. Bank high into the corners. Yeah. I don't think they thought that through on this one. But I'll have one last go and try that, and then we'll try something else. We'll go high and jump in, but the computer opponents are not. Maybe it'll all suddenly become good. What do you think? Right, but it's a bit harder if I'm on the inside lane. They've done that on purpose, haven't they? Right. Okay. Let's bank. We're banked this way, and then we're gonna. It's a bit hard to know when the bend's coming up. Really, I'm drifting all over the place. Right, let's bank in there. No, it's not really doing anything, is it? I've banked in a bit early. See, that's the thing with this game. It's hard to tell when you're actually in the corner. Hard to tell when you're actually in the corner. Bank in. Yeah. I don't think in real speedway you do that, but I don't think they was intelligent enough to program that in. But it was a nice idea. It's a nice idea, as we don't know. Are we in leading? Perhaps it is working. We might be last. Where did I come? Yeah, see, I come second. So it's a nice idea, but it didn't actually do much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's right, Neil. When we had the pocket money, then you couldn't afford another game for a while. I think the best one I played, although I never completed it, was Finders Keepers. That was $1.99. There was the Mastertronic range, wasn't there? There was a lot for $1.99. You did sort of like find some right bargains in there. What's the time? We've been going about an hour. Let's see. Maybe we could. Thanks, Russell. Maybe we can just look at Neighbours. Neighbours. I can't remember the controls on that one, but it's based on the the soap opera, Australian soap opera Neighbours. You'll be surprised to know, but it's nothing to do with Neighbours at all. You're someone on a skateboard that goes round on a course. We could have a better day, Neighbours. Now, I'll tell you what of this game. This game came out in 1992, so bear that in mind. 1992, Lotus Turbo Esprit Challenge, that came out in 1990. Right, how do I redefine the controls? No, it doesn't look like it's letting me play the game. That's a shame, isn't it? Let's just do start then. Alright, okay, normal. Obstacles 1, contestants 1. Oh, I don't know what the controls are of this thing. Right, I might have to reload. I thought it let me redesign the keys. We had a similar problem early on with Zynaps on another stream. Let's reload this in 48K mode. Let's get this thing going. See if that makes a difference. Neighbours. So it's not only stinking a little bit, it's not even letting us pick what controls we want. New keys, number 2. See, I couldn't even read that. Nick, get a pair of glasses. Right, it was there all along. So left is going to be O, right is P, up is Q, down is A. So it wasn't, there we go. It's just I couldn't see it. How do I keep this thing on the road? Right, normal, we don't want to do fast. Right. Obstacles, let's just put 2. Contestants, we want to be against someone. Oh, to hell with it. Let's put 4. 4. Oh, does that mean it's 4 players? I hope not, because I'm the only person here. Right. Oh my god, I'm versus a lot of people here, and we've gone the wrong way. So we're going this way. Right. So here's all the people, I presume, from Ramsey Street there, and we've got to get round here. Oh man, Neighbours. I hate this game. Oh no, the control in this thing is an absolute pig. Now you're supposed to be going, oh man, you're supposed to be going through these obstacles. Oh Nicky, please let me out of here. Right, okay. There's Mrs. Mangle. We just crashed into her. Neighbours. Oh look, it's handling like a pig. This thing. Nick, why have you loaded this for? You shouldn't have loaded this. Oh no, get out of here. I wish I hadn't got the controls to work now. 100 was 180. Was that a 199 game? That was good. I can't even control this thing. I think we're gonna need to get out of here. Take me out, do 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 do. Right. Oh man, this is painful. Right, we got round there. Right. Okay. Get round that there. See you later, madam. Through there. I don't know what position I'm in. There's only 4 people in it, but I presume last. Game over. Well, thank good for that. The Great Escape. That's a game that I've got ready, maybe to have a look at. Right, I'll have one last go at this, but I'm not feeling the power. The best thing again is the music, isn't it? I don't think I can get away with playing that game, Bonehead, on this channel. But anyway, right, let's try and make this as easy as possible then. Contestants just won. See if that makes a blind bit of difference. Grundy Television. Do they still do Neighbours? Not sure, right. So let's go in the right direction. It might be easier with less people about. Right. There's Harold Bishop, I suppose. The only guy that can move diagonally. Right, it does seem a bit easier with less people to get around. Who'd have thunk it? Right, that's oh man. I mean, what's this? If you're aware of the show Neighbours, what has this got to do with Neighbours? And it's so easy to get stuck on these things. Right, through here, get stuck on a curb. Oh man. It's not as good as Paperboy. It's not as good as Paperboy. It's not as good as a lot of stuff. It's probably not as good as the measles. Well, would you like to play this game and get the measles? Oh well, I suppose that's a bit of a lie. I suppose I'd like to get this game instead of the measles. I suppose if the choice was there, but I don't think the choice is gonna come up really. Right, through the obstacle course. At least I can do one lap, perhaps. Can I do one lap? Right, he's getting better at it, is he? No. It's just oh, there's a sweep there. That must do something. Through there. Good. Do you remember that episode in Neighbours where they're all having a skateboard race around the wherever it is they are? I've missed that. Oh, don't worry. Off we go again. There's another sweep. The end of lap 1. Right. They had a race, did they? Neighbours. Everybody needs a neighbour. I much prefer. My favourite character in Neighbours was Bouncer the dog, but I don't think he's in it anymore. He was the main character. I think he used to write a lot of his own scripts as well. There's Mrs. Mangle, I presume. I don't think Mrs. Mangle was in it anymore, but that's the last time I watched it. Mrs. Mangle was in it, and Helen Daniels. Not to get mixed up with the magician Paul Daniels. Yeah, not a lot. Right through here. This is gonna be a lap record, is it? It doesn't play particularly well, this game, which I think might be coming across. But as we all know, I'm not particularly the best player. With a few friends. No, let's face it. If you had this game playing, you wouldn't have any friends. They wouldn't come round. I say I'm not coming round. I'm playing Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge on my Amiga that I bought 2 years ago. I ain't got time to play this that you bought yesterday. I said, all right, fair enough. Right, is there a time ticking down on this? Is there any point? As we go through again, is that the finishing line? Not another lap, surely. Another lap. Oh, that's the end, is it? No, it's not the end. We've got to do another lap. Let's get past this Harold Bishop lookalike. Right, so you've got to go through all the exits, which you probably know already. Right, that's through another one. We take damage if you hit any of the people that are walking around like, I don't know, they should be in a home or something. Right, let's get through this one here. Oh, what's she doing there? So my strip's down the bottom there in that Neighbours sign. When that goes down to the end, we've lost a life. Now, would you like to do a full Grand Prix distance of this, doing 200 laps? I think the answer you're looking for is potentially no. Right, okay. Row there, up through there. Pick up the sweep, which someone keeps dropping, but we don't see them dropping that. Game over. Well, that is a bit of a relief, isn't it? Harold Bishop, he could only move diagonally. That's right. Wasn't there a storyline where, I think this is when I stopped watching it, there was a storyline where Harold Bishop had been lost at sea, and he'd been lost at sea, and then he was dead. And then he come back as another character called something else, but it was just Harold again that had lost his memory, I think. Wasn't that right? Right, anyway. Good old Harold Bishop, my favourite chess piece. Excellent. So, yes, what can we have a look at? I think we've had a look at quite a few stinkers. It was just going to be a temporary one. I haven't really got anything planned in here beyond these. I didn't expect too many people to be in the stream. We've looked at Advanced Lawnmower Simulator, World Cup Carnival, 3D Pool, Renegade 3, the final chapter, then Mola Mall, or I imagine software. Then we had a bit of a Spy Hunter, didn't we, for a bit, just to break it up a bit. International Speedway and Neighbours. I suppose we could, it's a bit like watching paint dry, this one. I suppose we could put on the Flintstones there. Was there an episode, Neighbours, with a ghost in the fridge? I wouldn't be surprised. I think there might have been. Yeah. Okay. What is it? Amarote. Amarote. I'll make a note of that one. Maybe we've got that one. Wilma. Flintstones. You're a Flintstone. Okay. Right. Now this game is like watching paint dry. We will load it then. It's another late one by Impulse in 1992. Sometimes I can't get it to work, like all stinkers. Right, okay, so Flintstones begins with the letter F, so I must have got it filed under it. I've got it as Flintstones. Well, these are called the Flintstones. Right, okay, so let's choose joystick. I'll risk it. Risk it for a biscuit. Now, there's a number of different stages in this, but the likelihood is I won't get off the first one. And the first stage is basically painting a wall. Yeah, that's it. They've taken everything that was fun in the Flintstones and thought, right, let's have a stage painting the wall. If you get past this, there's a driving bit, and then if you get past that, there's a bowling alley. Right, so there's Wilma telling us off. Paint this wall now, Fred. Okay, Wilma. I prefer Barney Rubble. Okay, Fred. You got to paint that wall, Fred. Shut up, Barney. Oh, well, okay. Right, so there's Pebbles. We need to first of all put her back in the cock. She'll get in the way. Right, so she's back in there. There's a paintbrush there. I think if we can get it. Can we get the paint right? So we've got the paintbrush. I think no, we haven't got the paintbrush. Oh man. So somehow we need to get the paintbrush. We've got the paintbrush. Now what we can do then? We've got the paintbrush. We dip it in this pot of paint here like this. There we go. Our paint's filled up. You can see cover and brush. And now you paint the wall. And that's the game. That's the whole of this stage, making the back of that yellow. I mean, that's super stinking, isn't it? And all the while, there's no time. Oh, there's time ticking down. All the while, that baby keeps getting out of her cot, and we've got to put her back again. Man, this stinks big time. So if you're a painter decorator, bit like Mola Mall, we use a dentist. If you're a painter decorator and want to practice painting walls, then here we go. Yeah, right. Okay, painting the walls. I don't think I've ever got off stage 2 on this. I think there's a ladder, isn't there, as well, that we can use to paint a bit higher up. I think. Can we? I think you can pick that up somehow. Oh, there's the ladder there, not that cot. How'd you pick that up? There used to be a way of picking it up, but rest assured, we just painted the ladder now, so you're not missing a great deal. Right, get back in there, Pebs. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They like painting walls all day long. Do you remember that episode of the Flintstones where they was just painting a wall for half an hour? You remember that, don't you? I think you remember that. That was great. It was one of those ones where it was only on for half an hour, but you hoped it was on for 16 weeks without you leaving the television. Right, so he's a good painter, is old Fred Flintstone. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, how long do you stick with a game like this? Really, how long do you stick with it? I mean, it's not I like the idea of them doing a painting stage, but not on a wall that's the whole width of the screen. Give people a chance. Why don't you? Right. Right, I've run out of paint, haven't I? This brush is out. Right, there's the paintbrush. Oh, Pebbles has escaped again. It's like a wind-up, this game. It's continually winding you up, like a clock. And the cloth keeps disappearing as well to try and find that. Come back, cloth. Yeah, I mean, if there's a poke to jump past this level, I would love to know. Right. Okay. Okay, Fred. This painting's really boring. It is. I was quite sweet on Betty Rubble back in the day, but then I later found out that she wasn't. I had it all along. Oh, now the baby's escaped again. Yeah. Right. Oh, look, there's the ladder there. Right, so you can get that, and you can paint a bit further up. Oh, all the excitement. Right. Okay. Right. Time's ticking down. Baby, get back in the cot. There we go. Yeah. Now, be honest with me. How long would you persevere with this game before you never played it ever again? I don't think you would have played it that long, would you? Yeah. I can't even work out how to move the ladder properly. I'm doing spacebar, and perhaps I'm going to put the other thing down. Yeah. So this is a good evening, isn't it? I didn't get much sleep last night. I was watching Nick paint a wall, but not a real wall though. I was watching him control Fred Flintstone paint a wall that's almost yellow into a wall that's sort of like yellow. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Oh man, I think I used to know how to move the ladder, but then my brain got absorbed with other stuff that was more important, like where I'd put the biscuits, stuff like that. Really, yeah, you're quite right, Ian. This is as bad as the E.T. game, the one that got cracked. Yeah, maybe they should have buried that. Oh, I've run out of time. Sometimes it's better. No bowling tonight, Fred, says Wilma. She taps her feet there. Why not? I mean, who's unpainted? Someone's unpainted the bit I painted. That's got even worse. I mean, I do need to look at ET on the Atari 2600. That's going to be a great day, isn't it? There, and look at NES as well. Right. Great for drifting off to sleep though. So something you not need at 10. So this has been sort of like a bonus stream. We was going to only go for an hour, but we've gone for a bit longer. I hope you've enjoyed it there. If you want, there we might do a 2-hour one next week, but we did a 2-hour one from 6 to 8. Seems that it's a bit more of you circling about the place a bit later on. So do you want a 2-hour one next week from 9 to 11? Let me know, and I'll well, maybe try and factor that in. About 35 of you watching at the moment, so thank you for dropping by. Yeah, so World Cup Carnival is probably the worst, and if you can remember that far back, I did like Lawnmower Simulator. That was my favourite of the bunch there. Okay, so you would like that. So next week we won't do stinkers then, because that'll give me a chance of going a bit longer, because we don't tend to stay very long on these stinker ones, because, well, I can't. And I can prepare it a bit better. Okay, so let's pencil this in there. So next week there'll be a 6 to 8 stream, and I'll get it prepared. We'll do a 9 to 11 stream as well, and we'll do a good mix of games in both of them. So yeah, thank you for watching again. If you just watched this stream or all of the streams, thank you. Have a good sleep and enjoy the rest of your evening if you're staying up for a bit longer. Thank you for everyone that did the super chats a bit earlier in the earlier stream and supporting me just by watching it, really. Thank you, Ast. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, take great care of yourself. I try and make these fun. Take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.